311 men by the hands of the police last year in 2025. 311 man. And them have the thing to actually go to the woman them before we get babies. Not true? When you do that and you left all those single women, or you expect persons to actually have children, and that was just for 2025. If you should do the math on how many men, not just the police, you know, that's not just by the police, because 311 from police and probably one of the 400 or 500 from the 600 odd that citizens, civilians actually took their lives. So this address is not just for police, it's for the entire country. That we lost in total almost 800 men last year. The year before, 1,000 men. The year before, another 1,000 man. If you should do the math on how many men we have imprisoned and also unalived within the past 10 years. No baby can't come here. Who gonna breed them? I mean, even if me go try, I mean tell them just send the whole of labor right to man them come. Yeah man, they are like good looking one them. Cause they like ugly man. Send the whole of them come. Me procreate. Me we help the country grow. Yeah man, chucho. Now I'm telling all of them come. Let Zara, what I don't know come. Look how they're pretty red. Yeah, woman, yeah, young man. Pretty young woman. Send the one I live right when they come on. Yeah man, ready man. We'll bring them up. And then when we do that, I only hope Andrew know that he will have to help us with the baby feeding. If I forgot help with the baby feeding, wanna know how much one diaper? I mean, let's be real, people. We do know that there's a shortage. The birth rate is declining, and it is a serious problem. Don't think it's a joke problem, you know. It is if we continue on this trajectory, where within 10 years we lose thousands of men. Within the next 20 years, nobody no left here. A so woman left in Jamaica. So somebody said it's the vaccine. The vaccine. Only 22% of Jamaicans took the vaccine. So I mean, I blame it entirely upon that. And out of the 22%, most of who took it were women. Because most man afraid of needle. And all if it was right and we did not say it right, then they go. I truth. Most men are afraid of needles. Alright? If I am wrong, somebody can pull up the real stats for me. I will take the correction. Alright? Them say about roughly in their 20s, I think between 22 to 27% took the vax. That's what them say. But most of who took it were women. That vax came here as a result of Bill Gates, that know the Epstein files show Uno. We were telling Uno long time. We, who everybody said, Uno conspiracy theorists, are too like the government. We marched downtown with the United Independence Congress. Me did it. I was at the march, son of fairy tale. And we were pepper sprayed by Central Police Station police. Then pepper spray away. And then lock up Joseph Patterson for marching, for standing up for our rights. You know what we were marching for? My body, my choice. Meaning, you don't force me to take no joke. It is my body. My body, my choice. That was the theme of the protest. My body, my choice. And you know what happened? We were pepper sprayed for that. They arrested the man for that. I am going to ask this question now. Now that we know that the COVID was fake and that the medicines that they gave us were to unalive people, somebody said 30%. Oh, thank you, Janet. 30% with the vaccine. I don't know 30%. No 30% I know Jamaicans are taking. And them a cook up in number feel look good. 30% of Jamaica never take nothing. But they move themselves. But they go. Not 30%. 30% never take it. Yeah? There were a lot of Jamaicans who were forced to take this vaccine. There are a lot of Jamaicans who were forced. They were threatened by corporate. And this is how you get justice in the country. I told them that that was genocide. Yeah? It is called medical apartheid. Medical apartheid. Yeah? We were test subjects. We were literally test subjects. We're not going to ignore the fact that the government, this government, forced Jamaicans to take it. Bribe
what do you take out of it and what can you use as you go along in this, the real big time?
Jamaicans to take it. Taxi men, 30, so I said 23%. Whatever it is, between 20 and 30%. But I don't think it was 30%. Yeah? Somebody said, I took it, and up until today, I still worry about my health. Little Miss Thing, I'm going to say this to you. Worry is never good. The great thing about it is that we serve a great God. I don't know about them, I believe in a miracle. Me believe in a miracle. And I also believe that there are herbs here that can flush that damn thing out your system. You hear me, no? I believe so. Now, with that said, believe kill and believe cure. My mother know exactly how I felt about that thing. She knows it. I would be very mad at her if she took it. My mother needed to fly out to America to be with her mother because her mom was sick at the time. So my mother went behind our back and took the vaccine. That very day when I learned that it happened, I instantly died on the inside because I felt like my mother took her whole life and didn't listen to her son. 1 month after she took it, 1 month, exactly 4 weeks after she took it, it came out on the news that people could now travel without taking the vaccines. All they had to do was some PCR tests. I remember the PCR tests are something like so that you had to go to for them friends labs, pay 30,000 per test to get tests. You know how much money these medical labs in Jamaica, which were friends of government, made off Jamaicans? Want to know how much 10 and 20 and $30,000 they collected from Jamaicans? Do you know how many Jamaicans paid 100,000, 2, 300,000 because they were outside on no movement day? You know how much news carried? You remember this lady who was bawling and said she don't know where she gonna find $250,000 to pay because it was either that or she had to spend mostly 30 days in a jail or 60 days like so. That's what Jamaicans went through. And when you think about the fact that the government of the time charged ordinary Jamaicans hundreds of thousands of dollars because they were outside on no movement day, and then when the Jamaica Labour Party member of parliament was Floyd Green was at a hotel with his friends, a bus champion, they took a video and mocked the rest of us. And I said, look how we're outside. You know what happened? The Prime Minister of this country gave him a tap on the wrist and them allow him to step down. Yeah? And then remember the man. I remember good now. The DPP, which was Paula Llewellyn, and this is why I have no respect for Paula Llewellyn, because ordinary Jamaicans paid hundreds of thousands because they're out the door. What good for the goose, supposed to be good for the friggin' gander. Straight. Paula Llewellyn said no charge must come to Minister Floyd Green. You know what Andrew did? Andrew them find one way to weave back the same Floyd Green back into his same position. So you really hurt the Jamaican people because you tricked us. You made us believe that you stood as a prime minister and you dealt with the problem. Yeah? And you know what we did? We ignored it. And while we ignored it, there were other Jamaicans who sit down, broke like dog because them had to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for coming outside on no movement day. We saw where a police in St. Anne went inside a young man's house and stand up and video him, put on him underpant and tell the Jamaican and apologize to the Prime Minister. Apologize to the Prime Minister. Wanna forget that, Jamaica? Wanna forget that? Have you forgotten that? Because the young man come out and diss Andrew Holness and run the Andrew Holness. That Jamaican police, I am not going to stop until he goes to prison because he has to pay for it. Yeah, true. Nobody feels forget it. I'm not forget. I am just going to make sure that I get myself in the position. He must be arrested. Yeah, man, all of them. All four of them that were there. Remember exactly how much of them. Four of them. Four of them got there. Yeah, man, they'll be arrested. Yeah, true. Because you don't do that. That was not the only young man that was asked to apologize to the Prime Minister. And this is why Andrew Holness feel like he's a god in Jamaica. Because Uno make him feel so. So sometimes when time they come out there, when me angry like this is why we call them drunk crow. Because I've seen them do some things where I have no other name or no other respect for them because of the double standard behavior. You understand what I say? You know who gave a speech? Yesterday? Darryl Limper Filbert from down by Trelawney. Darryl Limper Filbert is a Jamaica Labour Party member of Parliament, the former House Speaker. You know who she was addressing? She was addressing the justice of the peace people. You know what she said to them? They must have integrity. Darryl Limper Filbert, I tell the justice of the peace things that they must have integrity to the passport system in a Jamaica. For passport. No, it's not a joke. Darryl Limper Filbert, let me remind you, she and her son, as the Speaker of the House, was disposing of her garbage on the main road, and the police wrote her up. Police write her up. You know what the DPP did? Paula Llewellyn said, no charge must come to Darryl Limper Filbert. You know what Darryl Limper Filbert did again? Let me tell you. When she gave up her statutory declarations, she omitted an expensive vehicle from her statutory declaration. Want to remember that? Is this lie? Is this lie or propaganda? No. You lied to the Jamaican people and you talk about integrity. So the Integrity Commission says that she, Darryl Limper, must be found for illicit enrichment because the fact that you cannot declare an asset that cost millions of dollars. You as a public official, as the Speaker of the House, you know what they did? They moved Darryl Limper again. Darryl Limper caught cold feet. And you know what happened after that made public in the country? Never shown the corruption in the country. Let me remind you because some of you don't remember. Man fired gunshot of the Integrity Commission people them. Wanna remember that? Who remember the same day? Everything happened in one day. When Darryl Limper Filbert was charged for illicit enrichment or should be charged for illicit enrichment. Huh? Gunshot fire after the Integrity Commission officer. You know what happened further on the very same day? Thieves broke into Darryl Limple Filbert's office and stole a computer device. Darryl Limple Filbert's office has never been broken into, ever. So people are telling me, say, yes, I remember. True. But on that particular day, the thieves in Jamaica thieves in Jamaica broke into a member of parliament office. Never say this again, Tono. Thieves in Jamaica broke into a member of parliament office, and the thief conveniently and specifically stole a computer device. You know what was on that device? A hard drive. With all the information. Yeah, man. The email threads and stuff. Yeah, man. Darryl Limple Filbert. You know what Andrew Holness did in the 2025 election, leading up to the 2025 general election? This is why I don't have any respect for the Prime Minister of this country. This is not made up story, you know. You can go Google it, you know. You can Google it, because when you come on my channel, I come with facts. This is why none of them can send me no defamation lawsuit, because if they write so it plants in my head, I don't need to go back and Google to pull it up. I can tell you the events, because every time they happened, it was a shock to me. A shock. A real shock. So, Andrew Holness, leading up to the 2025 general election, while they were campaigning through the country, went down by Trelawney, where Darryl Limple Filbert was. She was no longer the sitting MP, you know, because she was wanted for illicit enrichment, and she was removed from the parliament. You know what the Prime Minister of this country came back and told us? He said, and I'm going to quote Andrew Michael Holness, he said, by popular demand, Darryl Limple Filbert, Marissa Darryl Limple Filbert, will be the candidate to contest Trelawney. By popular demand. George Wright was caught on camera beating the life out of a female, which later on found out apparently I must spouse or whatever it was. Member of Parliament at the time. Christopher Tufton went down by Westmoreland at a political meeting and asked the people in Westmoreland to forgive George Wright. Let me forgive him, man. Let bygones be bygones. Let bygones be bygones. On hear what me tell you tonight. And you brought back a man who on camera take up one stool and beat the hell out of a woman, when in Jamaica is ranked in the top five in the entire world of having the most abusive men. When it comes to femicide means women who are violently abused. Jamaica is rated in the top 5. What messages were you sending to a member of parliament, a clarty woman like a nothing? Eh? We don't care how much you were loved and favored. Eh? And then the man come out and say, I don't think me gone nowhere. You know what happened? He ran. Thank God he lost. was. All right. I said all of that about the Jamaica Labour Party people. If you ask me, the People's National Party is not any beautiful, nice, angelic party like we talk about the People's National Party. No. Philip Paulwell should have never been in that parliament. Philip Paulwell should have been arrested. Philip Paulwell's baby mother and little girl and a big friggin', what you call it, drama movie in a Jamaica. Lady was taken away from her yard gate by Philip Paulwell's other woman. Yeah? And what happened to that little baby and her mom? They were brutally unalived. You know what hurt me? Is that Philip Paulwell was still in Parliament while all of this was happening. He never needed to take a few weeks off because you're really mourning, or no, you were still allowed to come and have regular meetings after that happened to your little baby girl. And you're telling me that even if he is innocent of it all, even if he's innocent, the fact that this scandal had 2 deaths attached to it like that, they should have easily asked him to just step away. Please. Just step away. At this point, we're asking you to step away. Philip Paulwell is no angel and no saint, because we all knew what happened back in the days. He was energy minister with the other one with Techie Fall for all of them. The light bulb scandal. We should never forget it. Only about the light bulbs that we got from Cuba and what went down with that. So when I tell you that both parties are complicit of all kinds of things, all kinds of things, I am not sitting here as somebody. Kern Spencer, thank you very much. Kern Spencer, Philip Paulwell, they knew what they did. It was a lot of things. And Jamaica should not forget, because we keep allowing these damn things to be swept under the carpet. And that's why we keep constantly got a damn ballot box, a should finger in a, and a voting the same people who have robbed us. Now, that was Philip Paulwell. Yeah? We had another little one with knife. He was supposed to run, I think must be downtown side. One little mad one. And we see him with knife in him hand. PMP. Until him come out of the party and go over JLP. And remember one little that one beat up himself with a long old knife and a dare the man. Lick me now. Like some big old fat girl. No disrespect to the fluffy woman them were there. Just that the boy they deserve the disrespect. Yeah? They're all there. I mean, who the hell is Peter Bunting? Who the hell is Peter Bunting? Don't bother think that they're all angels there. They are not. They are not. PJ Patterson. Make we go all the way back there, sir, because the Jamaica Labour Party people are still hurting from a PJ Patterson administration. Let me tell you about PJ Patterson. Yeah? He might not have stolen as much money as Andrew. I don't know of him being a thief either. I don't know of him as a thief. But PJ Patterson was very intelligent and very smart. You know what PJ Patterson did that me not like? The various companies in Jamaica that PJ sell, he sold, so him sell we country. Not for it. They all sold something. Yeah? That a one. Him a the salesman. Yeah man. So him sell that. And that is the truth. We not make up that pan him. I do not know of him as a thief. We don't know that. But you know what he did? He was smart enough, which if you ask me, is crooked enough or uncaring enough to have created a law where every politician who resigns or who is removed from office must get the same damn pay. So if you raise it, we must still get 100% to the equivalent of you. You are not Prime Minister. How the backside will your pension is equal to the Prime Minister? Somebody said, have you speak on the matter about the pump attendant, the one who set the lady ablaze? No, I haven't spoken about that. There are some more important things that we need to talk about here. Please, I'll eventually talk about that in my spare time. Right now, our country is under siege. I will have to address these very important matters. I cannot waste time on nothing else. And it's not that I am, somebody say, yeah man, Lawrence Rowe. I'll email about him at the knife man. Thank you very much. From Almantown was a knife man. Thank you very much. Nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love when in the research, you know, because when in the research, it actually verifies what I'm talking about. So people don't think so we make up things. Yeah? You know which Prime Minister decided that he was not going to take that and that it was really unfair? Bruce Golding. Is Bruce Golding an angel? Bruce Golding an angel. But I will still say it. Give to Caesar what is due to Caesar. Bruce Golding really tried. Bruce Golding would have been a far better Prime Minister than Andrew Holness. I mean, I ask Christ, may I tell you that? May I tell you that? Let us talk about the others, no man. The whole of them with them Petrojam, the Petrojam scandals. There's a lot of scandals in our people from the two parties. So when you come over here and we're blaming Andrew Holness, let me tell you why me blame Andrew. Why me beat Andrew and me beat the administration so much. You know why we beat him? Because all of that was happening between the PMP coming up and the entire country was tired of what was happening. So Andrew decided to paint a picture for the Jamaican people and say, I can do better. I can do this. And the whole country say, Jesus Christ. Yo, what we are doing? A young man, you know, me could give him a chance, no dog. I was in Bahamas. If I was in Jamaica, Zara, you are here as a laborite. If I was in Jamaica, I would have voted for the Jamaica Labour Party in 2016. Why? Because it's a young man. I may never really get to really see a full leadership from the Jamaica Labour Party apart from Bruce Golding. So all of us, there were not a PMP who was excited for Andrew Holness and his administration. The dieharted people were not excited. And that is just the truth. The dieharted PMP say, yeah, we're going. I now vote Labour, right? But I now vote PMP. So that is why you saw the significant decline in voters turnout. Because the PMP people say, I now vote Labour, right? But I now go vote PMP. So if you Labour right, they want to win, they win because they were tired of the People's National Party. True. Andrew turned out to be the demon himself. And he's very good. The man, his lies, I can't even say that he's a pathological liar. The man is just skillful. Some of you call him the 3-card man. Huh? Somebody said, me never tired of the PNP. If you are never tired of the PNP, then you are also lying to yourself, or you have not been honest to yourself about how the country has been going. You don't have to vote Jamaica Labour Party, but you must call a spade a spade. The People's National Party is not without fault, and that is truth. And the country cannot go forward unless we are honest in ourselves to know that we're cheated out of what we're supposed to get. The Governor General is a criminal. Somebody said, what about the Governor General? He is a criminal. Yeah, man. The Governor General, Patrick Allen, Seventh-day Adventist. So me know him and me can talk profoundly on that because me born and grew in an Adventist church. He was the union president, the Seventh-day Adventist union president, before he became the Governor General. Yeah? You know what happened? The same Governor General that is there now, Patrick Allen, he should have been arrested. Arrested for what? And I say, what? Arrested for what? They had something in the Adventist church where he was a co-conspirator of, meaning him and a few others, and them come up with a pyramid scheme in the Adventist church. Something called Triple C. Triple C. Ask him about it. It left a lot of Adventists broke like dog because they invested on what they were told. What they were told, they never give them. They never gave people them. And it went down. Yeah, man, something. No, man, Cash Plus was a good thing. What they did was worse than Cash Plus. And the only reason why he's not in prison is because he got the Governor General position just in time. And because of that, he has immunity. If it was left up to me, as in tape down, as old as him be, in my guard prison. Yeah, man, choo. So it's when time me talk about the drunkard them, me know why me call them so. Huh? Me know why me call them so. Because I have the information, and I am tired of watching every single Jamaican. Every single Jamaican. We always get the shitty end of the stick. Always. Now you're telling me that the government of this country would like to impose taxes on a country that is far from recovering from Hurricane Melissa. There were 3 young ladies this morning at the, I'm at the Garden View Hotel, by the way. I can share, I have a problem. See there, that's the parking lot. The Garden View Hotel, that's the parking lot. I'm literally on a balcony on the outside. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah? The internet better out here, so that is a free promotion. Yes, in Mandeville. It's very beautiful. And I want to say something about the Garden View Hotel before I get off here, because there were some comments out there. There were factual comments, but I need to give my spin on the facts that they have out there, because some persons did not get royal treatment Valentine's night when they came. They didn't like the decoration in the room because them charged them $60 for it, and it was a cheap decoration. For sure, I understand, but I'll explain something more about it. Remind me before me come off to talk about it and big them up. If you want to screen record, you can screen record and put it out there. All right? We're always getting the shitty end of the stick. Jamaicans need to understand that the taxes that are coming, The government of this country don't pay tax. They not pay nothing. If we were supposed to be serious about tax evasion, every single politician would go to prison right now. Yeah man, true. You know what they've done? You know what the same government want to do, including PNP? They all have their businesses registered in Canada, St. Lucia, and other countries. When you have your business registered in a country, who do you think gets the taxes when that business generates revenue? It's a question I'm asking people here. Because I don't know about taxes. So let me ask people who, if your business is registered overseas, who do you think get the taxes when the business generates revenues? Somebody said that country that the business is registered in. Of course. Let me tell you what brought tears to my eyes. When I see a teacher walking to school with her shoes, where the heel of the shoes is kissing the ground, rubbed on. Offshore tax evasion. Thank you. Offshore tax evasion. So I can give you an example. So Christopher Tufton, he and his son, they have a business that is registered in Canada that imports rice to Jamaica. That's another thing where Christopher Tufton should have been in prison for. You are the health minister. And don't forget that Christopher Tufton was actually importing substandard rice in Jamaica. For those of you who don't know, substandard, dirty rice to the Jamaican people, the health minister. Somebody said, this program is well educated, sir. I'm happy that you are gaining some education from it. Thank you. Manners and respect. Anybody here remember when it came on the news that Dr. Christopher Tufton, our health minister, was importing substandard rice to the country, dirty rice? I don't know the name of the brand. Huh? The man, oh, by the way, for the Jamaica Labour Party supporters that are here, you see the dirty rice that you see a minister carry come here, Labour right near me, and him never give a shit. PMP near me, him never give a shit. Independent near me, him never give a shit. They don't care about none of uno. They not care about none of uno. The health minister bring dirty rice knowingly to Jamaica. The health minister. Somebody said, them wash it, my boss. Big up yourself, Pastor Ryan. Big up yourself, my boy. One love. The health minister imported dirty rice to Jamaica. Now, marijuana or ganja is something that Donald Trump has seen fit to decriminalize. Yeah, true. But in Jamaica, we still lock up people for. Although we say we decriminalize it. 4 of America's richest states does commercial marijuana things over there and make millions of US dollars per month. Now you would have thought that given that we decriminalize it here in Jamaica, the fact that the entire world talks about the one we grow in a Jamaica, because we do have the best of every friggin' thing. Yeah, stick with me. Did you know that instead of marketing the Jamaica brand that is in demand internationally, a politician here in Jamaica and his son imports marijuana from Canada to Jamaica? Who did know that? Who knew that a politician in Jamaica, a Jamaica Labour Party, current serving member of parliament, and then how do you think I feel to know that the politician gets to do that, and then you lock up one man, a farmer, you lock him up because you found him with the same product that on a claim is no longer illegal. These people have dumbed us down. Somebody says some of the rice did surface in the wholesale downtown West Street. Plastic rice. Yes, that's true. That is true. I don't know, make up story. That is true. Somebody says, so where you want Jamaica ship weed to America? Mother Nature. Yes. Get a market for, because market is there. Yes. If Canada can send it come to Jamaica, why make Jamaica can send it go over there? If they can import it here, why make we can't send it go over there? Just cool here, man. Yo, just relax. No, just relax. Just relax. Gold is used in multiple countries' reserve. Yeah? Somebody said Blue Zone Limited was the name of the rice company. Thank you, G. Blue Zone Limited was the name of the rice company. Thank you for that research. All right? Somebody said Americans have always preferred weed grown in Jamaica. Why do you think 3 million Americans come to Jamaica per year? What am I going to think they come here? You think most of them who come here, then just come here just for the beach? You need to understand what is valuable in Jamaica, what them want. Let the people on the north coast and south coast tell you what white people want when they come to Jamaica. Make them tell you what they really want. And then you will understand the power of what we have here. Yeah? Somebody said the man them on the beach. Well, then come here for that too. They do come here for ornament and for the beach. Yeah? Everything that bring the country, one of them benefit from it, and it's just the police them. The politicians, I'm not finished, you know. I'm not finished, because tonight this is just, we're not quarrel. We're understanding where we are as a people and how these government officials have taken us for idiots, including the justice system. Judge, lawyer, and all of them write laws to benefit themselves. So you take away our beaches from us. You take away our marketing ability, the ability for us to market our skill set and talents and products, because you the politician, finds it better to import the goods to Jamaica on top of us, making it almost impossible to compete with your imported items. So now you force the farmers to be on the sides of the road trying to sell their stuff, because some of them refuse to sell it for little or nothing because they cannot compete with the imported stuff. And it's the truth. So we have a politician in St. Thomas who imports all the onions to Jamaica. He has all the license. Somebody say, I work in it, so I can tell you. That is Tete Clark. Big up yourself, Tete. Tete, you need to shoot me a message so we can talk more about that. I like to talk to people like you. The system of beat from left to right. Both sides. Both sides are the same thing. So, all right. So you think, I just want to tell you about the onion man up at St. Thomas. Let me finish it. Let me finish and then talk about both sides. So there's an MP in St. Thomas. For those of you who don't know, somebody say, Marvin is a labor right talking. Big up yourself, yeah man. Big countries produces at cheaper cost, plus they benefit from grants from big countries. Market vendors have to be food handlers. And now market vendors have to have a food handler's license just to sell raw vegetables. PMP did bad, yes, but they built the foundations Andrew abusing. I mean, that's up for discussion, and that's fine. Whatever them bill, it doesn't negate the fact that the both of them are complicit for illicit enrichment, for robbing the Jamaican people, and for keeping us in poverty where we are. So we don't care what kind of foundation them set, because naturally each party do one little good something, but it has still not crossed any of us over the flipping poverty line. We're still below the poverty line, and we should not be here trying to praise them for the scarce benefits and spoils, as Michael Manley would have put it. Scarce benefits and friggin' spoils. A time for us to lift our morals, lift our values, lift our pride, lift our ambition. It's time for the flipping country. You know, want to be in a nice house, a nice place like this. You know, want to sit down in a nice chair. You know, want to sit down in a nice chair and can't sit down in a hotel and cock up on the foot. So, you know, want to go a nice beach, just like how white people go down there in a flip-flop slippers and Hawaiian shirt, enjoying our beaches while we are bombarded from even the friggin' beach. We have to pay to go up our own damn beach. We are considered squatters while the government gives free land to Chinese and Indians and whoever else and white people. We're not tired. We're not tired. We're not tired. No, God, no. We're not tired. Somebody said, Sir Marvin, you are one of the realest Jamaican I come across. Real talk, 100%. Because, my boss, I don't have time to be picking no sides of two party that has been around for 95 years. From 1931 till now. They have done nothing for us. They have not done nothing for we. Nothing. From 1931, we not still feel enslaved. Somebody said labor right get the most money out of FinSac. The truth is, none of us don't know that. We do not have anything to measure that, to quantify that argument. We're not on a measuring stick to do that. So I am not going to say that. Because we never have the 2.7 million people line up, and then we had 1.7 say them a labor right, and 1 million say them a PMP, and then we say other. We do not have the proper metric to do that. Please, I want the people who come on my channel to be well-thinking, educated people. We can't do that. People benefit, some did not benefit. Some lost houses, some lost land, people lost money, banks went down, fine. All right? All I can say to every single Jamaican, yes sir, the two-party are robbery, blind, robbery. Wake up the Jamaicans. No, wake up the man. You know how much Jamaicans tonight don't have a damn clue where them in the morning and where them picnic get money for go to school. I know 1 or 2 or 3 Jamaicans, you know. Me never come over here if you just complain, you know. I have solutions. Me never come over here if you just complain. Somebody say, why you don't run in politics, sir? Eventually. Eventually. The same people that want to tell me if I run, I'm not going to vote, you know. If me if I run in the politics tomorrow, there's 700 people here so tonight. How many of you would support me tomorrow? Labour right PMP. I'll be honest. I'm not going to block you if you say you would not support me. I want you to be honest with yourself. Make we see. What would you be supporting me for? I want my friend there, Zara, she there the same way. Let me see what she say. My labor right friend. She look like she love to laugh. She probably said they did laugh. Look at that. Somebody said you put people first. Truths and rights. I am ready. Straight up facts. But I would, and sure I'll do because you're standing up for us. Somebody said, got you. And a lot of people here in New York, he's watching and listening. Your stance against innocent people. I will vote. We need some changes. I would support you because I know the first thing you're gonna change is the corrupt police them. No. The first thing you change our constitution. But yes, we would definitely revamp the police force. I already have an idea for that, to protect the tax money. And you know what I would do? Because some people, they don't understand that things and times have changed. Any government who moves the country's money, thank you, by the way, thank you everybody. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for your honesty. Somebody said you would allow us to actually feel free, Marvin. God bless you. And it warms my heart. Like, when I talk, I feel very emotional. I'm not gonna lie. I would fly down to support you. You're a people's person. You're very transparent. Marvin will make crypto great again. I look upon them and telling you the truth. I look at the fact that I don't have to be in Jamaica. You know how long I haven't seen my kids? Since December. I could easily fly out and go and look for them in Bahamas. My kids are right there. 3 of them. You know what me there? Me there Jamaica fight for Jamaicans. Me there Jamaica fight and defend a good and I help people. Me I help the Jamaicans and because me watch how politicians are Rabono red. Believe me, I'm telling them, sit down and me watch politicians Rabono. Politicians happy. This morning when the lady messaged me this morning said she only beg me $1,000. Me have the video open and go look on it. She want just $1,000 to go buy a little rice, chicken and 2 tang to mix little drinks. $2,000. She's a wife. Her husband can't get no job. The universe decided to smile with us. And years from 2016, I've been trying to make contact with the Jamaican government about cryptocurrency, foreign exchange, and opening up the market for Jamaicans. And everybody ignored from 2016. And 2016, there were companies from England who wanted to offer cryptocurrency service here, and the government of Jamaica run them from England. True. Jamaicans would have been rich because we would have been a part of the 7% who got involved into crypto early. You know how many people have made billions from crypto by investing one little twopence. I told you the value of Bitcoin. In 2010, the value of one Bitcoin was for 1 cent, between 1 cent and 10 cent. If you had bought $10 worth of Bitcoin, $10 in a 2010, you would have gotten 1,000 Bitcoins. The first cryptocurrency to come out, new market, new environment, new. And people say, scam, this is a scam, it's a this. That $10 today, somebody tell me the price of Bitcoin. I don't know the price today. I remember it was 70,000 or 60,000. Go up on Google and type in price of one Bitcoin and type it in the chat for me, please. Let me tell you exactly how much money you would have had if you had invested $10 in 2010. And let me give you a second shot at what you missed, because what is now is far greater, 64,000 or 66,000, yeah? And that is a complete drop. If you had invested $10, you'd have got a 1,000 Bitcoin. 1,000 Bitcoin at times 64,000 is 64 million. 64 million. 1,000 times the price, which is 64,000 for one, you would have gotten, right now, you would have been valued 64 million US dollars for your $10 purchase. Somebody say it was 92,000. It was at 126,000. It's all-time high. $126,000. It has dropped significantly because Bitcoin doesn't have much use case. Most of what Epstein they were doing is they were using Bitcoin to literally traffic people.
Up for you. That's me, Martin Daubney, 3 p.m. till 6 p.m. weekdays, here only on GB News, the People's Channel, Britain's news channel.
You want to know what's really going on in the corridors of power? Labour don't.
Possibilities that exist in a market. You know what happened today, and I want somebody to Google it because I like when you research. You know who got their banking license today? Today, Monday. Guess who got a conditional approval of their banking license? Crypto.com. Crypto.com. Crypto.com is a cryptocurrency exchange in America. I want to Google it. I want somebody to type in Crypto.com gets banking license approval. Type it in for me now. I want to type in a chat because I don't like when people think say, me don't know what me a chat say. I like facts. Is it true? Can somebody verify? People come here for facts and information. I'm pointing you to facts. Somebody said yes. Wait for some more response. Somebody said today. Of course, then I today me tell you. Somebody said yes, truth. Yeah. Somebody said 6 hours ago. No, 6 hours ago from morning. It's Somebody said yes. Alison said, good night, see you tomorrow. All right, Alison. Somebody said the truth. All right. Now that we have persons who Google it, and you can Google it if yourself when you're done, yeah? And research, you have to understand. You have to understand where we're going. When I told you that traditional finance is over. Traditional finance means the regular banking system is done. This is like the little scraps of it that is left. This is the dregs. The dregs. So right now in America, the cryptocurrency companies and the banks are at each other because the new kid is on the block. Yeah? So it's just like the cement. You make cement or you make blocks. And you used to make blocks. You used to make 100 blocks per hour. Now there's this new company called the Crypto Block Company who is now making blocks. But they're now making 10,000 blocks every 3 seconds. So now the original block company I said to the people who give the license, I'm going to say, yo, dog, I don't want y'all get the black company them so much banking license or black making license. Where I do that for? Because that could kill out through a black business. But guess what? Whether they give approvals, yes or no, this black company don't need no approval from you. Because this black company can take up their black business and go elsewhere that is facilitating them, because people wants to make houses and you were not delivering. This one is much faster, produce more and much more secure, it's stronger. So that's what's happening with the financial sector. For those of you who don't know, I was just giving an analogy. Let me just give one example. So Ripple that actually made XRP, they got their conditional bank license. Yeah. So I want you to go on Google now, the same people who love for research, and just type in Ripple, R-I-P-P-L-E. Ripple has bank license. Me just wait for the answer, yes, because me don't want nobody think say a lie man I tell. And then I'm going to tie it in for you to tell you the importance of this. How every Jamaican can make money. And the government that you are defending, who takes home 22 million to the opposition, 28 million to the Prime Minister. Uno, they got tell 14 million to every MP. They got tell you, oh, Uno, I defend a bunch of people who are going with millions, and Uno going with debt. That's all you go home with. Debt. Every single paycheck. It's no longer hand to mouth. It's from your hand to the people who you need to pay back their money. Whoever you borrowed money from to get to work. Because most Jamaicans with minimum wage borrow a fare from somebody every single morning, and borrow a lunch money and go to the same day loan people. The same, Jamaica has the amount of loan sharks that are in Jamaica. It's crazy. And their interest rates will breed you. True. It cannot compute. And you support politicians who does not give a shit about you. They don't care. All they had to do was invite the cryptocurrency companies to Jamaica. Someone said loan sharks are legal. Well, no. I call them loan sharks. The people them with Chris and Charles and OBF Finance and all kind of loan people. People love just lending loan. And now, most of them are only lending money to persons who are employed. Yeah, man. Because they not trust one again, because most people, when they used to, create a little thing and get JP, sign this and blah, 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 they ain't doing that again because enough Jamaicans cannot pay back the loans. A lot of Jamaicans have lost their furniture and stuff that was put up as security for the loan. Enough Jamaican furniture, enough people asleep on people bed because they never have a choice. A man go buy, yo, the bed they are selling a dog. Cheap. Them and them a sell out, them a auction them. Them a auction somebody else's bed because that person failed to pay them loan. So, if $10 did that, $10 in 2010 would have given you 1,000 bitcoins. Oh, by the way, I am not a financial advisor. I am not offering financial advice. I am not offering financial advice. Anything I say here is for educational purposes only or entertainment. If you do need a financial advisor, please to do some research and find a licensed, reputable one. Good. Now that I've said that, if $10 worth of cryptocurrencies could have done that for you, where $10 would have been worth 64 million US dollars. Now, why under God's green earth would you still sit while being in somebody's job where you have no surety or security that you will keep that job forever? Because you will not keep that job forever. Why would you be anxious to go and buy a car because you want to look good? My black brothers and sisters, I'm talking to you. Why make you don't want to go buy one car for show off? Because you're lazy, you don't want to take no more bus and a taxi. Buying a car is not ambition, you know, because it's actually a liability. Yeah? Buying a bicycle and using the rest of the money to invest, that's ambition. But you were never told that. If a man see you on a bicycle, him look down upon you and you feel embarrassed and you feel shame. So a car is not an asset, it's a liability. Somebody said this is still a good time to buy crypto. Currently, there's 7% of the world that's invested in crypto. By November, I believe we're going to experience something known as critical mass adoption. We could see anywhere between 15 to 25% of the world in crypto. By 2027, we could see anywhere between 50 to 70% of people invested in crypto. By 2030, everybody should be on board, because the system that is now being used to actually to move money globally is the cryptocurrency system. It's the blockchain. So if you missed out on Bitcoin, don't blame yourself. Do your research on the company called Ripple, R-I-P-P-L-E, and the coin called XRP. When you find out the products that is under Ripple's belt, when you find out how many banks and financial institutions that have partnered with this company, you, with no disrespect, but you would be a complete idiot to to not invest in that asset class. And I mean no disrespect. The sad thing about it, most of you don't even know that you don't have any time. No time left. XRP, to the persons who are visionless and who don't understand what this is, can't fathom it, they are looking at it just like a regular crypto and, oh, it a drop, it did that $3, it that $1.39. One day they have something where very soon XRP will move away from Bitcoin's dependence right now. It is going to be put to use at full scale when the switch is flipped and all the banks are settling cross-border payments, including the DTCC, which is anywhere between 400 trillion to 4 quadrillion. And you hear what I say? CME Group is one of the largest brokerage firm that handles the DTCC settlement. The CME Group. The CME Group have partnered with Ripple and currently has a futures XRP's ETF on their platform. Somebody say, what kind of money BRICS is using? BRICS, all the countries for BRICS have options. They can do trade in their local currencies. That's a good thing about BRICS. But they do have a currency that is backed by gold. I don't think they've fully launched it as yet, but they have designed it, and I think the intent is there to use it eventually to settle cross-border payments. But it's going to be on the blockchain. It's a form of cryptocurrency. It's a digital asset, because the entire world is moving away from traditional finance to the quantum financial system. Somebody say, I want to buy at least 620,000 XRP by May. All right, good luck. I personally believe, this is my opinion, I am not married to dates. I'm not bringing anybody's hopes up. But when the Clarity Act is passed in the United States of America, which currently is the #1 country on paper, #1 country on paper, when the Clarity Act is passed, Donald Trump has given the banks and the cryptocurrency group to come to a final deal by the 1st of March. By March 1st. It means that the crypto market structure bill, the Clarity Act, could be passed anywhere between March and April. We don't have much time before that happens. February is almost finished. Therefore, between the next 8 weeks, the market structure bill that America is passing is very crucial, because it is pretty much law. It is going to be now the legislative framework of how institutions, meaning banks, brokerage firms, and people, retailers, how business is being done. Somebody say April is the deadline. March 1st is the deadline for the banks and the brokerage firms to come to an agreement about the stablecoin yield or yields. March 1st, that's what Donald Trump gave. By the end of April, there's a 90% chance, and this is not my 90% dream. This is coming from Brad Garlinghouse. Brad Garlinghouse is the CEO for Ripple. He is also one of the cryptocurrency advisors to the White House. So he's somebody who sits there and understands exactly what is about to happen. And he made a public statement just last week that he believes that by the end of April, we could see the mark. There's a 90% probability. 90% is very high. And he said that on the what do you call it? It was a popular news network channel that he said it on. He made that declaration that comes April, there's a 90% chance by the end of April, that's what he said, 90% chance that the market structure bill will be passed. When it passes, the banks whom already have XRP tokens bought from what they call dark pools, they have been stocking XRP tokens out of the 100 billion XRP tokens that were created from 2012. They're going to flip the switch. Somebody said, keep up the amazing work, Marvin. Manners and respect. People, I don't work for anybody. This is all I do. And you have to understand it. When you don't understand it, you will be like Gloria and others who come and say people scam you because they don't understand. And I, for one, Gloria has taught me a lot of lessons. Yeah? And for those of you who don't know Gloria, the lady who is out there saying that I scammed her $50,000. Will she be getting back her money? Yes. Was it scammed? No. When you buy cryptocurrencies, it costs. When you're going to cash out, if you take profits or a loss or whatever, it costs. To buy 50,000 US dollars worth of crypto, it's gonna cost you about 3,000-4,000 US dollars maybe. If you're gonna buy that all at once, about 3,000 to 4,000 dollars in fees. True. To cash out, meaning to come off, to convert from crypto to US, it might cost you the same thing. So that money, if the money invested is not in profit, very similar to stocks. If the money is not in profit, to give back somebody that money, you would have to absorb the money that you use to buy it and the money where you use to cash out. So you will become the person who is at a loss. And people forget that the US government need them tax. You again have to absorb that. In crypto in the US, there's a 37% capital gain tax. Capital meaning the principal money where you inject into it if you make money penny. 37%. They also have an unrealized capital tax. Unrealized. You have to pay it. My business partner in the US, I him have to deal with it. Me no did it. So all you have to do, and that's what I was telling the woman, wait when the asset, because you were the one who deposited your funds in my personal account. Nobody called you and tried to sweet you up. You called me. But here's the big kicker. I want to get the exclusive tonight. The lady gave me a fake name. She said that she's Gloria Smith. when she's actually Gloria Stafford. I never know that. And she will never know how I found out her real name. Even the cease and desist letter from my attorneys that she got, we addressed it to a Gloria Smith. How this? KT say, it's true, he's talking. Oh, someone love come talk about true me talk, like when I expect me to tell lie. Yo, I have a nation to lead. Me can't afford to lie to the Jamaican people. I cannot afford to lie to them. Somebody said I should have my account she send it to. No, but I am not a thief. I did not tell anybody that the woman never sent her money. But she can't wait. But she will have to. So that's why I, the scammer, got lawyers involved. Yeah. It cost me 300,000 Jamaican dollars. I did a video with the receipt showing everybody here. So I was very transparent. Yes, my boy, respect. I was very transparent. I did a video and I showed Jamaica the day I was coming from the law firm because I'm going to sue her for defamation of lawsuit. Katie said, let me buy her out. well, we can talk about that, Katie. we can talk about that. We could talk about that. I am willing to go to court because she will have to prove to the judge. Why would you be why would you want somebody to invest for you and you gave them a wrong name? What was your intention of giving the man a wrong name? Oh, and by the way, she is in New York. So cryptocurrency was banned in New York. Yeah? So she could not invest into crypto in New York. So you are taking monies earned in New York. So you're evading taxes by sending your money outside of the state for somebody to do that for you. Okay, cool. And you gave them fake name? Okay. And you deposited the money into his account, his personal account? Yes. And when you deposited it, what did you tell the bank that it was for? Huh? The lady wanted me to buy Trump coin. Donald Trump launched a coin in January of 2025. That was a high risk coin. We call it meme coin. That coin went up to about $80 US. And just like how it went up, people started to pull out their money, and the coin right now, I think Trump coin is at $3. When I said to the lady, somebody said she had tried to wash the money. When I told the lady, I want them to listen to me and I get exclusive tonight, because I really don't talk about it because it's not important to me. But you are my fans. Those videos are out there that me scam Gloria her money. I have a right to defend myself by letting my supporters know, say, yo, this is how it go. Every voice note, every text message, my attorney have them of when she was asking me for all kind of things. I said to the lady, listen what me I tell you, sir. Me, when she told me about her money, that she had this money in the bank, and it was only she was only making $6 or $3, either $3 or $6 on her money just sitting there in the bank. That's a conversation we had. She heard me on Andre Stevens' program. When I said on Andre Stevens' program, I am not a financial advisor and I am not offering financial advice. Everybody who know me knows that me no miss me ever say that. So when you call me the man who not give financial advice and ask me to invest, and I tell you say me not do X or Y or Z, you come to me. I never come to you. Right? And what I wanted to do, she met me at a time when I moved away from high risk investments. So honestly, you know, people, I was trying to help the lady to make a little money per month. So I said to her, listen, mommy, here we go on. Me can make you get one $3,000 per month, you know. From you, yeah man, me could have do that, you know. Because she had the money sitting and she started making money. But then I was telling her that because all of this, it was not in a contract. We just attacked because me I said to her, say, here we go. It's an old lady, or senior citizen. And I said to her, say, here we go. We can't do this, you know. But me have to go pretty much do my kind of thing. Try to flip or do something. And I realized that no, Marvin, like having had that conversation with her, I said to myself, say, backside, that now go work, you know. To myself. But she became unbearable. So it's like every other time I have a conversation with her, she keep changing fear mode. And I realize that this lady is a problem. So me and my business partner, we had multiple conversations with this woman on the phone, you know, of how we were actually going to try and really help her to make a little money because that the woman want, while making sure that her funds were secured in XRP safe investment. She come to her and say, listen, no, I can't wait, I want back my money. You know what the lady did? She now started to go to Andre Stevens and other influencers to say, Marvin Edgar scammed me my money. How do you think I feel? Knowing that we just had conversations about how we're really going to work out this thing because I don't have a 9-to-5 job. My monies are dependent on crypto and certain things. So the 3,000 what she was supposed to get, we wanted to have it on a market that's actually generating some funds so we could have give her the money. That was not happening. Anybody in the crypto market will tell you the market has been in a downtrend for the past two years or whatever. Bitcoin was the only thing that was doing well, right? And she just could not wait. But at the time when she won back her funds, it's too late, lady, you have to wait. Nobody said that you were not going to get it back, but you have to wait. This lady come out and went, you know what the lady did? She went, and she don't even know. You say if she did wait? You say if she had waited? Lord God, that woman, hands down, would have been the richest woman in New York under my tutelage. She was not the only one. There were a few others. Can't wait. My black people impatient. Them send their money now and they want profit tomorrow. My black people send their money now and want profit tomorrow. And that's when it forced me to get a contract, real contract. So nobody can come to me. Real contract. That it protects me and protect them. So now I have, when you come to me now, I have a contract. You don't have to come to me. Who remembers when I keep on saying that to get to crypto, you don't need me? How much time on the ear me telling you say, to get to the crypto, you don't need Marvin. If you know people who can get it, then go to them. Anybody remember me saying that? Thank you. Anybody remembers that whenever I come online, I always, when I'm talking about crypto, I always say, I am not a financial advisor. I am not offering financial advice. Anything I say is for educational purposes only. Will you ever hear me say that? Will you ever hear me say that? All the time. Somebody say, enough time. Probably sometimes it even annoy you. And I wonder, why Marvin keeps saying that? Because by law, I have to do it. TikTok will block me. People will sue me. Because I'll be impersonating financial advisors. Somebody said that's your slogan, but it's not even a slogan. I made it a part of me to protect you, to protect me. All Marvin wants to do, I have to help people. I did not have to come to one of you because it's not a pyramid scheme. Me not have to come to one, you know. I do not need your money. Me not need no money. Me never need Gloria money. But would I be making money off her money? Of course. Oh, you mean if me can make money off it? Then if a bank can make money off it, won't make me nothing make none off it. When you come to me, you tell me not going to make none off you? What you see with me, you know what it comes with? It comes with the experience. It comes with the education. You see my experience? I've lost thousands of dollars. US, thousands. My money and people money. And you know what me did do? Before me did lose them, me make people promise say, "Oi, if I lose your money, I'll give you back your money and I'll give you 100%. As some used to tell people. That's what I used to tell people. And you know what happened? Those losses occurred. You know what happened? Marvin, have you find back people money? Up until today, I still have a few of them. But I still have to pay back. But them have to wait too. Them have to wait. Because what I'm not going to do, me now go mash up my safe investment. Pay back nobody, them have to wait. If you can't wait, take it to the court. Because the judge them are going to make you know, say, there were risks involved. You were not aware of the risk? Okay, so Mr. Edgar, anyways, you made a verbal agreement with them, sir? Or you made a contractual agreement, sir? How soon can you start making payments to these people? Because they have to get money. You think, say, judge, I'm going to lock you up, sir? We both had an agreement. So nothing is wrong. Can't make a court. Eh? Somebody say, them a treat you. And somebody say, then that you are encourage Rosie. Then that you are encourage people in a kiss me teeth. Rosie, if you were listening, Rosie said, don't block me. Then Rosie, you know you come over and chat to Mr. Tough and I tell him, I'm not to block you. You can't do that, Rosie. Let me explain it for you. If you missed it, I think you missed it. So Rosie, what we were here talking about, sweetheart, we're talking about the risks that are attached to the markets and what to avoid. XRP, for me, it's no longer a speculative asset. Yeah? Meaning it don't depend on speculation whether people buy it or not. It has a use case and it has now been categorized as a commodity. Yeah, it's now a product and it has a use case. Every single market has risks. For the first in the history of mankind, this particular asset class has a very low risk. And I'm saying very low because I don't want to sound stupid. Say it not have no risk. Because everything on the face of the earth have risks. So Rosie, you can sit over there and don't pick the sense out of the nonsense. Yeah? You can sit over there and pick the sense of the nonsense. Yeah? When you step into a taxi, there's no guarantee that you'll make it to your destination. And that is the truth. Yeah? That is the truth. When you step into a kitchen to cook, worse, you have a gas stove. There's no guarantee that it won't blow up. Somebody said Rosie was late for class. Of course she was. Of course she was late for class. Somebody said, okay, me I listen your man. Rosie, you're too jumpy. Yeah? Marvin, Adrian, Edgar, that boy. Before this year finish, people are going to remember me as the young man who educated many persons and turned them into multi-millionaires and billionaires. I not ask Christ because I already have over 180 investors. Choo-choo. Yeah, man. And them comfortable. You know why they're comfortable? Because they've seen the news for themselves. They've researched for themselves. how this? Bobby Kevin, me's no comrade. No bother with him. Me just black only right back. We neutral over here. We don't want it. Me's no comrade. No come with it, please. Me just black only right. I tell you right. I say, no do it. Please. And I want to make sure that I am not biased. I mean, never block the person either. I didn't block the person. I actually mute the person. All right, good. Somebody said, every word you say, I'm listening carefully. It is so crazy. And I'm gonna finish shortly because it's after 10 and people have work in the morning. I decided to defy the odds. Somebody says, oh, Tony Crypto say, but will they wait till 2030? As black people, they don't wait for nothing. Everything we want, fast car, fast food, fast this, and this is why we're still at the bottom of the chain. Black people, we're one of the most powerful set of human beings, and we're always at the friggin' bottom. Somebody said, glad you stayed on live. We are always at the bottom. Yeah, so I was making the reference between traditional banking system and the cryptocurrency market. Yeah, where Ripple have their banking license now. Kraken have applied for theirs. Crypto.com, these are all exchanges. These are all cryptocurrency companies. Crypto.com got their banking license today. But give you a joke. Use common sense. If the United States government has given 3 crypto companies banking license, you know things that the other one them are gonna apply for them banking license too? You know things that them are gonna get it? Don't you think? Huh? Oh, Trump, even Donald Trump. Donald Trump, World Liberty Finance. That's his company. Them apply for banking license. The president company apply for banking license. Do you think so the president? You think so Donald Trump now getting banking license? Eh? What that means, your traditional bank will soon be closed and go bankrupt. Your traditional bank are go lock up. I did a live, and I think I should do it on every live. In the UK, in 2025 alone, over 430 banks and bank branches closed down in the United Kingdom, London, in a 1 year. And that's not a wake-up call for you? In the United States of America alone, in a 2025, over 300 and had bank and bank branch locked down. Let's take it to Jamaica. We're going to talk about foreign because we are Jamaicans. In 2021, 14 branches of Scotiabank locked down in a little Jamaica. 14. And you know what I said? Sure, them probably just upgrade the system. NCB had some branches closed too. Jamaica National had some banks locked down too. Thank you, guest. Not a financial advisor. Not here to give financial advice. Thank you. I appreciate that. Before 2026 is finished, Jamaicans are going to cry. Somebody said VMBS just closed down also. And not just them. Who here remember when it come on the news that the Farmers Bank, what them call PC Bank, when they didn't know say couple Farmers Bank in a Jamaica lockdown? Only the same bank where the farmers them used to go and get loan. Only didn't know that. Me not even look pound now. Type in I chat. Jamaicans don't wake up. Jamaicans don't wake up. Somebody said just one at Kelly's. And not just the one at Kelly's. One at St. Anne locked down too. Couple of them locked down. Me not ask Christ, me I tell you now. Somebody said, where is RBC? Somebody said, why closing? Somebody said, yes, I heard that. I mean, I don't know what talking now. Somebody said, how can I get in touch with you? Marvin, tell them to smell the coffee. My phone number, my fans will post it and I will pin it. 876-590-2225. And you send a WhatsApp message to my assistant. That's my office number. If you're interested in coming through my company, but you don't have to come through my company because my company expensive. I'm gonna say it from now. My company expensive. I'm just to give you a ballpark figure, anywhere from over 1,000 US in my company. I think that will minimize the person because there are certain things I don't want to say on TikTok. But over there, so we have a plan for crypto. As a person coming through us, you don't have to come through me. If you have family members or friends overseas where crypto is, all the companies are there legit. You can easily. Thank you, Ali. Didn't know you're here. Thought you were sleeping. Alicia is actually my assistant, and yeah. one of my assistant, and she's definitely the person who you are gonna chat to, so now have some respect. All right. The cryptocurrency market is about to leave like a rocket. Wanna listen to me? Somebody said, do you have a branch in New York? No. My business is not so big. But my company is registered in Atlanta, Georgia. The truth is, cryptocurrency, you don't need a company, you don't need a licensed company or nothing to actually purchase crypto. You don't. It is decentralized. All right? All that we're about to have is just from the US government and other governments is just regulatory clarity now. Clarity as to pretty much how do we get our taxes, what stablecoin yields should look like, just rules, certain rules, all right? Which kind of also help to minimize money laundering and certain things, all right? So the beauty about crypto, they have stuff like crypto wallets that protects you from cryptocurrency exchanges that pretty much might go bankrupt or go down. So it's just rules and regulations when we talk about the Cryptocurrency Clarity Act. So you don't need a banking license or somebody with a license in order to invest or buy crypto. You don't need that. All right? You don't. You can be your own bank if you understand. If you don't understand, you don't have the time to learn, then you simply just pretty much employ somebody to do it on your behalf. And that is what most of my investors have done. Them just like a better deal, so they take a better deal. Some of you don't understand what you're doing, but you prefer to go do it by yourself. You're running a problem, you don't understand this, you lose your mind because you did not want your black brother to pretty much do it on your behalf. But over here, so you're not being forced, you're not being coerced. I've been saying, I've been not saying, go do it by your own. Find somebody who you know can do it. If you can't do that, then you come to my office and fine. Yeah, Marvin will more than likely patronize you, right? I mean, I want nobody to watch me money. Nobody come and say, then how much am I gonna make? Then I'm gonna make the top watch me money, go watch for you, or go watch your broke pocket, or go watch your job, or watch your prime minister want tea for the money. Yeah? Someone say, what about gold investment? No, I do not. I haven't diversified my portfolio. I am very strict, and my strictness came as a result of losses that I've experienced, the high risk markets, and I've disciplined myself. I am so proud of me and where I'm at today. It's not even funny, because I usually be an excited guy and want fast money and stuff, and that's how you lose. You lost a lot of money and a lot of people's money, because I was trading high risk volatile assets that didn't have any backing, and then it pushed me into the corner now where, for me, when I talk about XRP, I can relax. You know what happened 2 weeks ago? I spoke about it last night. You can go and research it. In Dubai, in the UAE, same thing as Dubai, they have now moved 280 million US dollars worth of polished diamonds onto the XRP ledger. So they are now, so the XRP ledger, which is the product, the key product that Ripple have designed for the institutions where monies will be moving across the ledger. Yeah. Cross-border payments, real estate, even real estate have already made its way onto the XRP ledger. Real estate, diamond, gold is gonna go there, silver. They are gonna be tokenizing what they call real world assets. So anyway, you see the term RWA? Yeah, man. Somebody said diamond's company name, Control Alt. Google it. All right. Now we're talking about Arab money, upskill. Lord Jesus. Yeah. I think, I don't know what is going. If you smoke weed, come off it, please. Yo, upskill. Girl, yo. If you smoke weed, come off it. What are you really asking? You ask me a question, because I know you come for my program already. But Arab money, if it's true, a big money. Oh, you mean real money? Okay. From that perspective, yes. Because that's where the sheiks are. The sheiks. Anybody know sheik? When they talk about Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, a joke them I make. The sheik them, the Middle East man them, the Arab man them, for them money can't count. No matter America always are trying to put themselves in a yeah, man. So I am saying to you people, when you hear of precious items like diamonds moving onto a new technology, a new product, and then we are literally owning a piece of the infrastructure that will be moving every money globally. How the backside? One of you sit down same way. Somebody say oil. Of course, oil is going to be going on the XRP ledger. Of course. Yeah. So if they're moving diamond, you think they not move oil over there too? Every real world asset will move across the XRP ledger. Lastly, let me tell you this. As much as I have all that information about Ripple and XRP, not even me cannot fathom the value of what XRP will be. XRP is going to make trillionaires. And this is why I wanted the government to buy one measly friggin' 100 million. Just 100 million US dollars worth. Just that. If you can't buy so much, just buy some, please, for the country. Just buy it for the country. You don't waste a lot of money and thief a lot of money. Somebody said, what's your star sign, Marvin? Them say me's a Capricorn. You know what that mean, right? Yeah. Capricorns. Big up to the Capricorn them here tonight. Manners and respect. All of the man them were Capricorn. Yeah, big up on yourself. Wanna know we're ready. Are we set the trend? Yeah. The best. Yeah, man. We can help in putting it a modest way. We can help to revive the birth rate in Jamaica. Somebody said had to be a Capricorn. Yeah, man. Are we really we do it? Yeah, man. Are we? The Capricorns will help you with the birth rate. Yeah, man. It's true. Just saying. All right. That was a moment. Somebody asked me my side. A big of the Capricorn them. Yeah. Hey, me I feel looking for the arm. Cause the shirt I have one hole on the arm in the people. Yeah. See it here. So me not looking for it. See there. Yeah, man. Marvin, we are tear up shirt. Is that shirt here? Is that shirt here? I bought this shirt 1 month ago at Sovereign upstairs, one big store. The lady who she probably depend herself on because she me buy this one little shirt I have on. I paid $8,000 for this shirt, and 1 month later, on a look here. So I don't really feel away because in night hot, I want air everywhere. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean the people I couldn't cut up them pants and shirt and it. So, you know, trust me, God of the days, me not embarrassed. Me not embarrassed again. No, man. Me not embarrassed. You feel good, you look a breeze and come on me arm. I feel good, you go up. Yes. Yeah, man, you feel good, man. Yeah. And I saw the rich man them behave. Yeah. Me now ask Christ. Within the next 2 years, max, hands down, based on my sacrifice, I will be among the 1% wealthy in the world. True. I will be among them. You know what is great about what I do? If you come to me, I do not have any of those assets on my person. I don't even have the passwords. I have no access to it. Zero access. True. Zero access. It is well protected where it is. I have no access. And you have to do that to protect yourself entirely. Gotta be smart. Somebody said, please repeat that. I'm saying my cryptocurrency assets, I don't keep them. Why would I be walking around in a Jamaica with cryptocurrency assets that are as valuable as that? You make yourself a target for robbery. No, you don't need to do that. You have to be smart. You have to be smart. Yeah, man. And there are other things I could tell you, legal things, so that people not sue you and go on with your assets. You have to think how rich people think. So them have a lot of things out there. Trusts, you have LLCs, and you have other ways how you can just protect yourself from evil people. So that is why my customers or investors, they are well protected. Yeah, true. Somebody said rich dad, poor dad, offshore banking too. Yeah, but it's not just any place, any offshore bank. You have to know where you do, because you have some of those offshore bankers, they are criminals. You got to know what you're doing. All right. Good night. How did the math go? Elizabeth. Good night. How did the math go? Oh, the march. The maths. We didn't have a march. The march was cancelled either 4 or 3 days ago. We had cancelled the march because we got word about some unscrupulous things that could have happened, would have happened, but that was not the reason. I was not. The universe responded to me. I had multiple phone calls from interested organizations like the Taxi Association and other people who wants to collaborate with me for us to do an entire lockdown of this country. So we're currently in planning mode, and this will happen before the budget is read, because there are persons who are in that parliament who the country needs to know who the illicit 12 are. Darrell Vaz must resign. All right? Christopher Tufton must resign. The when name there, the agriculture minister man must resign. Yeah, true. Anonymous T said, resign your mama. Well, you see, because you say my mama, me love my mama bad. Me have to block you. Alright? All a black. Yeah, man. Yeah? And that's how you deal with Jamaicans. I tell him, say, all a black. Yeah, man. Don't dare contend about black no mama. You're rude. You're talking to the next president for Jamaica, and so you talk to me, boy. You're rude. All a black. Somebody said, don't black him. You mean no black him? What you mean no black him? The boy said, black me mama. You know me love me mama. Lord God, you're really that. You must see, man. I should have seen him. I should have in my face in there and tell me that. I should have seen in my face and tell me that. I want to see Marvin. You teach. Do you want to say that little simple man there? That little man there with the hole on the arm. Who do not even know me? Who do not know nothing about Marvin? Who don't know me? Who don't notice who want me par? Me one. So yes, when time me I do nothing, and me one fi know about it. Me one fi know about it. Yeah, man, Chuchu. Yeah. Marvin one. Lord God, who do not even know me? But anyways, it's 10:45. I'll be on tomorrow again. I'll patronize you people. Come and say, oh no, love. If you want me to come back tomorrow, because Lord God, me never dream. Somebody that do so much lying back on. If you want me to come tomorrow on the time, yes. If you never come, I not come here. So I say, please, every day. None of matters. Onion story. Alright, please do. Yes. Alright. Please. And ladies and gentlemen, me go beg on. They have been trying very, thank you. Respect the respect. Thank you. They have been trying their best to shadow ban the videos that I put out. I usually don't beg people to share my videos. I don't like to do that because sometimes I feel like I should let a person share something if they feel like sharing it. I don't want anybody to be coerced. Okay? So I have a YouTube channel, Marvin Littlefire. I need 1,000 people so I can go live on YouTube. Alright, and so we can probably start make a little change over there and help people more reach out to me for money. Somebody say onion. Oh, the onion story. Oh, come here and say onion story. I don't want that. No. I'll do that for tomorrow. Join me tomorrow because it's late and I want people to go to get some rest because they have work tomorrow. Alright? Marvin Littlefire on YouTube. I would love for a number you to just follow it so I can do that. If you notice over there, all my videos from TikTok is automatically uploaded over there. But I want the follow so that I can go live. And I think I have to have 1,000 people before I can go live on YouTube. I love and respect all of you who follow me. And my job is to protect you and to help you to make some money. So if you know you have one decent piece of food, and you're ready to make some, you can reach out to my office. You have the office number already. You know, if you come to me, you can call family and friends. See it here, I'll just hold on there. Yeah. I pinned it. Yeah? So me love and respect, you know. My job is to make sure that every single Jamaican, by what, I don't care what we have to do, gets access to this crypto market fast. This is the only hope anybody have in surviving this financial crisis. This is the only, whether you're in America, whether you're there at Ghana, whether you're at job, it's the only hope. Thank you. Some person said they just subscribe. Thank you. Manners and respect. It's the people is the only hope we don't have to make our money. Because after this, AI, robots will take your jobs. You know, and our money, and they're gonna find ways to force you to rob so that they can shoot you. Because you're gonna be without a job that's replaced by AI. You're going to be hungry. Your kids are gonna be hungry. You can't pay your bills because the robot is not gonna work for you and bring money, come and give it to you. I am not talking fairy friggin' tale. We're not talk fairy tale. Tomorrow night, we're going to focus on AI and how advanced it is and where they are. Somebody say unbiased commentary, Marvin. Manners and respect all the time. Yeah? We need to understand how serious this is. The artificial intelligence bots, the robots or whatever, they have created their own private group on the internet. The friggin' AI create their own internet. I mean their own group. They have created their own language. They have created their own religion. The AI, the flipping robot, the AI. And they have been discussing how to take over, how to get rid of humans. When me post and sitting there, wanna know watch it. Me have 15% on the phone. Me go tell you good night. So we will pick up tomorrow 7 o'clock. Nobody have to call you. Put it on the calendar, Marvin, I come on 7 o'clock tomorrow. And you know, so when me come on, me start talk right away. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Me love you know. Tell a friend, bring a friend, share. Yeah? 1,111 persons shared. No. 111 persons shared the video. That is a shame. Yeah? Love you know. Good night. Manners and respect. Thank you. Good night, and good night.
Varför skriver du så? Från Karl Larsson?
Sorry.